Stop opening the door. Stop letting so many people in. And then when your life is in chaos and you got so many different people in your life, so many different energies, you don't know what the hell going on, and you don't even know that this person is preying on your downfall because you can't even pay attention because you got so many people you're trying to maintain friendships with. You do not need a lot of friends. You do not need to envy people with a lot of friends. I'd rather be friendless today than call myself being friends with someone that would stab me in the back the second they got a chance to do that. Hi y'all, welcome to Diamond Victoria Glimmers. I am glad that you've stopped by, whether that was on purpose or on accident. I'm glad to have you here. So let's go ahead and get into it. I was going through my YouTube and one of my favorite YouTubers, she dropped a video. And in that video, she was discussing basically letting go of people, or more so not dealing with toxicity the rest of 2023 and beyond. This was what got my attention. I was like, let me make my own video on this because I love my girl, but I feel like she didn't give the topic justice, which is okay, you know, whatever. She gave her perspective and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna give my perspective because I feel like a lot of people miss this point. She had mentioned about how a lot of us, we tolerate certain things, right? Or we tolerate certain behaviors from people because people will be like, oh, this is just who I am. This is just how I am. So basically you just deal with it or not. Because a lot of people think like this, right? And I used to think this way and I no longer think this way. And it has really, really opened up my eyes and opened up my life to even better things by just shifting my mindset a little bit, right? And so one thing that she said really struck me, where she was saying a lot of her friends or a few of her friends do not support her or do not celebrate her accomplishments. They do not understand her. And I left a comment, and I'll probably put it somewhere on this camera, on this screen, somewhere, if I don't forget. Let me grab my coffee too, y'all. Because I'm like, well, I'm taking my afternoon break. I'm gonna make this video real quick because I feel like I said, I feel like a lot of people need to hear this. And I feel like every time I do one of these, let's talk about it, I'm like wearing this shirt. I promise you, it's been washed, okay? I haven't done one of these in months. But I'm like, it just is ironic. Like every time I do one of these, I feel like I'm in this same shirt. And then I'm gonna do the thumbnail after this and I'm like, damn, my channel gonna have a bunch of my thumbnails with me in this shirt, but I don't give a damn. Anyway, let's talk about this topic with friends. Now, for the longest in my teenagehood, okay, in my teenage years, I always was like, damn, I feel like I don't have any friends. I don't have any friends. I don't have any friends. And I will always say this to my mama. And she'd be like, girl, you don't need a bunch of friends. You only need a couple close friends. And that's it. Like, keep your circle small. And I'd be like, I would be on social media scrolling. And then you'll see people taking a bunch of pics or group pics with like all their friends. And it's like 10, 12 of them. And I'm like, damn, I wish that was me. And now that I'm older, I can genuinely say I understand completely what my mom was telling me for years and years. You do not need a lot of friends. You do not need to envy people with a lot of friends. The smaller your circle, the less responsibility. The smaller your circle, the more you can, how do I put this? I'm gonna put it like this. The more friends you have, the more potential problems. And like I said, this is not everybody's situation, but I see this a lot where, and we're gonna get even deeper into this. I'm not gonna make this a long video, but we're gonna get even a further layer, right? So the more people in your circle, the more prone to issues, okay? Because it's just not feasible, it's just not possible to have, let's say 10, 12, 15 friends and be extremely close to all of them on the same level. Like, it's just not feasible. If you can, then I'm sure you're probably rich and famous or whatever. Like, but for the normal person who works, may be going to school full time, you know, may have children, may want some time to themselves, trying to keep up those friendships, trying to keep those friendships nourished will be harder the more friends that you have. So if you have 2 or 3 close friends, if one of them starts tripping, you can easily point that out because it's a small group of y'all. The more people in your group, the harder it will be for you to put that magnifying glass. And if there's issues going on in your friend group, it'll be harder to mitigate it because there's so many voices, there's so many personalities, all of that. And then that can cause you problems. And at the end of the day, your ass can still end up friendless, okay? I feel like if you have less amount of friends, your life will be a lot more peaceful. Just going back to like the whole Shanquella Robinson situation when she went to Mexico, right? It was a bunch of friends with her, right? And then in the end, obviously, none of them were really her friends. In a lot of situations, people will be quick to call someone their friend, because when I was watching this other YouTuber's video and she was saying like, oh, some of my friends, they do not understand me. They do not celebrate my accomplishments. Like they're basically jealous, right? And I said to her, I was like, be careful who you call your friend. You really should not, in my opinion, for most of us, like I said, this is different for everybody, but in my opinion, I feel like if you have 2 to 3 really good friends, you've hit the jackpot, right? Anything more than that, I feel like that's an acquaintance. I personally, I am not trying to maintain more than 2 or 3 friendships, because if I consider you a friend, we would have that type of connection. We'll have that type of level of interaction where I can nourish that friendship, where there's that closeness there. You know what I'm saying? When it's not so many people for me to have to maintain that friendship with. If I had 10, 20 friends, right? I feel like we need to stop using the word friend so easily. Like, not everyone is your friend, right? A lot of people are saying that's my friend, that is an acquaintance. It ain't your friend. I don't know why we throw that, like, to me, the word friend is such, it's just like saying to somebody that you're in a relationship with, telling them, I'm in love with you. Like, that's not something you should just, child, that's just not something you should say lightly, right? And I don't think that you should call someone a friend lightly until you have built that type of bond with them, until you have, oh, yeah, I'm getting some messages, hold on. Okay, I already saw those messages on my phone. But you should not be so quick to call somebody a friend, because a lot of people that you call a friend is really just an acquaintance. Like, not everybody needs to be your friend. Stop opening the door. Stop letting so many people in. And then when your life is in chaos and you got so many different people in your life, so many different energies, you don't know what the hell going on, and you don't even know that this person is preying on your downfall, because you can't even pay attention because you got so many people you're trying to maintain friendships with. Hell no. Okay? If someone cannot celebrate your wins as their own wins, if you have a win in your life and they don't see your wins as their wins, that's not a friend. If you cannot have deep conversations with said person, that's not a friend. If you do not feel comfortable calling this person at 12 in the morning because you feel like your life falling apart, that's not your friend. That's an acquaintance. And I feel like, especially in, like, for millennials, for Gen Z, whatever, like, it is so easy for us, because I used to do the same thing. Like, when I was younger, I'd be like, oh, this is my friend. And then when this person wasn't reciprocating my energy, I was confused, because I slapped that label on them. Just because I'm saying that's my friend doesn't mean that's really my friend. Just because I'm willing to do this, and that for that person doesn't mean they're willing to do this, and that for me. So that person was never really a friend. That was just an acquaintance who I thought was a friend. But you can't really be mad at certain people, because there's so many people airing people out, right, on social media, airing people's business out, or just going on social media ranting, and on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever, and ranting about people and yada yada yada. Oh, this person betrayed me, or this person did it. But were they really your friend? When you look back and when you think about it, were you just calling them a friend because, oh, we hung out sometimes and we had fun together? How, that's not okay, because you can call this person and go to the club every weekend, that's your friend? That should not be the standard of a friendship. To me, it's not. And I feel like there's so many people getting in dangerous situations because they're trusting people blindly, because they're calling someone a friend when they haven't proven to be a friend. I feel like in 2023, we need to be way more careful with who we call a friend. We need to be way more selective with who we let in our inner circle. Quantity should not be over quality, ever. Like, oh, it will make you look cute for the TikTok videos, for the gram. Oh, I got a bunch of people, yada, yada. Like, no. Less is more. You can really build something really genuine if you're able to devote more of your attention to nourishing a friendship for someone that really has proven that they want to be a friend, versus trying to nourish a friendship with someone who really was just an acquaintance and never had your best interest at heart, never was intentional of being a friend to you. Like, let's be more selective in 2023 about who we call a friend. Let's be less open to just allowing any and everybody to come into our circle, because you don't want to have too many energies mixed around you. Like, especially if you got goals, especially if you have things you're trying to accomplish, right? And you're setting out to do, and you're trying to get those wins in your life, right? You don't need but so many people in your circle, because you don't need that negativity. You don't need someone preying on your downfall and you thinking they're a friend. So you going back to them, telling them all of your secrets, telling them everything that you plan, and telling them basically your whole playbook, because you thinking this person a friend. They were never a friend. Stop giving people your playbooks. Stop letting people in your circle who have not earned their place in your circle. And of course, for you too, like, you have to earn your place in their circle, right? Or earn your friendship title, or they earn your friendship title. But I feel like a lot of us, we're not giving people a chance to earn their place. And they should do the same towards you, right? It should be reciprocated. We need to be earning our places, earning those titles, instead of just giving those titles away, because that's how you get blindsided. That's how you get into situations and you're like, what the hell happened? And people thinking, oh, those were their friends, and that person was really out to stab you behind your back the whole time, but you didn't see it because you were so busy keeping up with so many friendships. Hell no. Okay, and we can go into relationships too, but I'm not even gonna go into all of that today, because I could really go in about relationships and people just giving people relationship titles, and oh, this is my man or this is my woman, and that person has not even touched the surface of showing you that they even should have that title. Like, come on, it's 2023, okay? Let's stop using the word friend for people that were acquaintances or that are acquaintances. And let's reserve the word friend for our actual friends. Let's reserve the word friend, or calling someone a friend, when they've shown that they want to be your friend, when they show that they're actually capable of listening, where they show that they are not a jealous-hearted person, where they show that they are not envious of you. Weed out people. Be more selective. I understand it can be difficult, especially if you move to a new area, say you have no friends in the area, whatever. But work on that. Work on if you go to a meetup or whatever, I don't know, or run into someone in a grocery store, maybe a coworker. If they're like being consistent, if they are showing themselves as being intentional of being your friend, then okay, that's different. But don't be so quick to hurry to call someone a friend because you don't have any friends. Not having any friends is okay. There's nothing wrong with being friendless. I'd rather be friendless today than call myself being friends with someone that would stab me in the back the second they got a chance to do that. Okay, that's just me personally. Oh, this chocolate coffee is so good with my white chocolate mocha Starbucks creamer. Oh my God, it's the bomb. But yeah, like I said, I mean, a lot of us, I can't even say a lot of us get that, because a lot of us don't. And I used to not get this either. I used to, oh, this is my friend, and then they weren't acting like a friend, and then I was confused. But then when I sat back and thought, I was like, well, I was calling them my friend, but they weren't calling me theirs. Reciprocated energy, all 2023 and beyond, okay? Reciprocated energy, more selectivity, okay? Less throwing labels on people that haven't shown that they can live up to what that label is. And like I said, it goes both ways. Before I can call you my friend, you need to be doing, or before I can call you my friend, right? We have to experience some things together. I have to see what you're about. I need to feel out your energy before you can call me your friend. It should be the same process. No one's immune to that. I'm not saying, oh, I'm too good to be. No, it ain't none of that, because it goes for me too. Like, I wouldn't want someone calling me their friend and I see them as an acquaintance. And then they're expecting me, their expectation is for me to act as a friend when I never really was trying to be their friend. I was just trying to be an acquaintance. Okay. Like, it goes both ways. Okay. I'm just, I just feel like so many people are falling into this friend trap, and it's being transferred over to like the whole, like the relationship thing, like in the dating too, like being quick to think, oh, this person is my person, and really, excuse me, and really they never really had any intention of, living up to your expectations, quite frankly. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go, okay? I'm gonna have some more vlogs for, oh, I know sometimes, I don't know what it is, y'all, in the afternoon, I start getting tongue twisted. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know, like after 2 o'clock on a weekday, I be getting tongue twisted and stuff, y'all. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined to do so. And drop down in the comments below, have you ever called someone a friend and you quickly came to realize they were anything but that? Like, what are some experiences you've had where you felt like, damn, this person should have just been an acquaintance the whole time. I should have never even looked at them as a friend. Like, what are some lessons you've learned, and how did you get to some of those lessons? I want to hear from y'all. Make sure you drop a red heart below if you want to be considered in the giveaway once I reach 1,000 subscribers. I'm putting that in the air, okay? Because it will happen. I'm positive. But anyway, y'all, I'll catch y'all on the next one, and stay safe out here. Stop calling people your friends that ain't your friends.